Good evening, Facebook. This is Earl Rush with the Earl Rush Straight Up Talk Show. And tonight I have the honor of interviewing one on one the fabulous Yesenia Peralta Ortiz. Yesenia and I go way, way back, back into the early 2000s. But she is one special, special person. I mean, back in the day, let me put it this way: before there was Jenny on the block, there was Yesenia on the block. She's danced and traveled all over the world, local, global. I guess that's what all over the world means. But she's got stories to tell. Okay, she's led a very interesting life, and the talk's going to be pretty interesting with her tonight. She's had a lot of ups, she's had a lot of downs, but you know, Yesenia, she's a fighter, and she's going to always come out on top. Okay, so let's see if we got Yesenia in the studio and we can get this thing started right. She's not there yet. Give me two more minutes. She'll be coming up. This portion of the Straight Up Talk Show is brought to you by DCBX 12 World Virtual World Experience. It starts tonight with the Rev Up Party, Bachata Rev Up Party. But from now until Monday, DCBX 12 Virtual World Experience is an experience unlike any other there is. Let's get back to see what we can do with Yesenia. See if she's in town and she's there. Yo, you there, man?
Yo, 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 yo. What's up, man?
Yo, okay. Yesenia, I was just telling people how far we go back and how you've had a lot of ups and you've had a lot of downs, and you're a fighter and you're always going to survive. But we're going to go chronologically. We're going to go from the beginning all the way up until now. I don't want to do a whole lot of jumping around.
All
Okay.
right, all right, all right. Let's
And
start from the top. Let's go.
there you go.
Um,
First thing I want to know is when did you first start dancing salsa or mambo?
okay, that's a question because that's like the second phase of my dance career because I started dancing very young. But the dancing salsa professionally, I started. Listen, it's that I like I said, I grew up as a dancer. I've done talent shows, parades, everything under the sun. My Sweet 16, I choreographed it myself. So I was already a dancer and I sat in my brother's class for like maybe 3, 4 months, 5 months. No, I was smoking cigarettes, and I was into hip hop. I'm a hip hop head. Nobody could deny that. But you know what got me to stand up? God almighty. And when I stood up, that was it. It was it. And it took not that it well, it took me a while because salsa wasn't really my thing. But the people that were in class, I would go hang out with my daughter in the stroller because I was a teenage mother. A lot of people don't know that. So I would go with the stroller and just sit there and watch everyone. And in my head, I was like, "That's so easy." But like I said, I was always a dancer. I mean, I grew up. My brother and my sister were break dancers. They would be in cardboard boxes in the street, break dancing, battling, and they were. So I'm the little sister, and I'm like looking at these people like I could do what you do, but I could better or whatever the song is. No, I didn't even think that. It was them that got me to stand up. Come on, Jasenia, come on. Tahuti. Tahuti's one of the students that I'll never forget him, man. Because he would, every week, come on, when they would rotate, he would come around and ask me, like, come on, get up, just try it, you could do it. I was like, I know I could do it, but I'm good. And then one day I got up. Listen, that same month, I ended up performing in LA. Same month. Yes, it was in May. It was after my birthday, or it was around my birthday that I started. I think I started going to rehearsals before to teach me the choreography. I'm a dancer, and that's what it is. And my brother taught me the choreography, and we went to LA, and then salsa. I fell in love with salsa, man, and that it took over my life. And then I was like on a choo-choo train that was not stopping. Boom, 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 boom. But DC, Washington, DC. God, when we started, I mean, to me, to us, it was an accomplishment. Oh my God, we're performing in Washington, D.C. Huh? You know what I'm saying? Like, we were we were not doing things like that. And
Right.
then, so me, I don't know if I told you this story, but me, my sister, and Candy got up the day we were gonna go to DC. I don't remember. It was for WAPA. It was the friggin' WAPA Congress in
Yeah,
DC.
the Weber convention,
Yes,
Ricardo,
yes.
and Elba, and I think Edie the Salsa Freak was doing
Somehow
something.
she was
I think
involved
it was
too.
also a Web convention, whatever. Yeah,
It was
it was.
fire. So you know what our stupid asses did? We decided to get up that morning and pierce our tongues. All three of us, all three girls from Caribbean Soul, got their tongue. Listen, we had to look for baby food because we couldn't eat when we got to DC. We were like, this is what the hell. Yeah, but you know what? We rocked it like that with our tongues swollen.
Right. It's so funny you send you that same day, and I never told you this before. I've told the story thousands of times on Facebook because I'm old and I see now, and I keep forgetting things. So I happen to repeat things. How when your brother came down to the WAPA convention and he brought all the ladies from Jersey,
Yeah.
that was the day that I wanted to learn how to dance on two. I had been dancing on one since '95. This was in '99 when you guys came down.
Oh,
99,
was it
2000.
99?
It was '99, 2000, something like that.
Okay.
You didn't even know me, but you and some of the other ladies from Jersey would not dance with me because I did not dance on two, right? So I
I
was kind of like just starting into the game. So I'm like, I didn't
answer
realize
you.
that's just how it was. I was like, I was calling you guys all kinds of names, witches, and everything. I'm like, who do they think they are? They can't dance with me, you know?
I didn't know how to dance on one. None of
And,
us did.
and then I realized if you want to dance with the New York and the New Jersey girls, Earl, you gotta learn how to dance on two. It's not a problem. Okay, I gotta learn how to dance on two. But I saw you guys, Kelvin and Rick and I were there, and we were just watching you guys, and we all danced on one. Rick, Kelvin, and I, we
Yeah.
all danced on one. And I'm like, and you guys were so pretty and sexy. I'm like, I need to dance with those ladies. So you and the Jersey crew are the reason why I learned how to dance on two. And later on in life, I found out you were just a down home young lady. First I was like, she thinks she's cute. It wasn't that you thought you cute. I just didn't know how to dance on two. Yeah.
But I never, no, I can't even say that I never, because I just didn't know how to dance on one at that time. And because I wasn't really, I didn't grow up dancing salsa. Salsa was not like in my veins. At that time, dancing was my thing. And if I'm dancing and I'm learning, because that was the beginning, I can't dance with someone that dances a whole completely different style. And then what? We both look like crackheads? No, no, but I didn't try to be, I don't think I was rude to you though.
Well, you weren't rude. It was an air. Okay, and you know what I was thinking because like nothing. She don't want to dance with me because I don't dance with two, and I don't think she want to dance with no brothers. That's what I was thinking.
Stop. Don't even say that right now in this day and time. People are going to take this
I know it's
conversation.
bad. I'm just telling you, I'm keeping it real.
Not your
We
mind.
later, we later became great friends, but I'm just saying what I was thinking. Not only that, you got to realize, I think I'm somebody else. I'm Earl Rush.
Come on, hello. Nah. But I didn't,
Nobody tells me to dance, right? I'm like, really? So that's how it was.
So that was 99. Damn, I went, damn. That was 99 because I started in 98.
Yeah, yeah,
And like I
yeah.
said, and you know what happened? What happened was when I decided to get up and started rehearsing that same week, we went to LA, we rocked out. But besides that, I used to social dance 7 days a week. 7 days a week for years. My brother and I and the crew, we used to go out every single day. Come back at 5 in the morning. All of us were jobless. We were like a mess.
Right.
But my thing is freestyle. That's performing is, and social dancing, everything else came with it. But my thing is freestyle, and that's how we started. That's how we took over the world. Listen, before as Caribbean Soul, like as a team, the way we impacted everything, it was me and my brother, and we were doing competition. I'm talking about for like a year,
Mhm.
straight up competitions, and we were just blowing everything away, man. It was crazy because we were having fun. We wasn't there like, oh, stupid things that dancers think. No, we were like, let's rock out. Yeah, we got this, and we got, and that's exactly what we did. And after somebody just wrote me that he can't find this link. Are there people in here?
Um, Somebody's supposed to come in, just one person. I don't know why they can't.
No, he just texted me right now that something. So how can I forward this?
Send the link that I sent you. I sent him the same link. All he has to do is put it in.
Who's him? No,
It's
you don't know who this.
It's Izzy. Okay, we've lost your signal. Wow. Hopefully we'll get her back soon. She's gonna call me back. I was bringing in one of her friends, Izzy Rodriguez. She couldn't find the link. So she'll be back soon. So, what is everybody doing this weekend? Hopefully you're going to the PCBX 12 virtual experience. Now, if you enter salsa mambo, you got to figure not too many times will you be able to take classes mambo king and Torres and the rear Torres or Adolfo and Adolfo at time. Okay, let's see. You back?
Yes.
Thank you. I'm doing commercials and shit.
I
Okay,
don't think that. You sure this is live right now on Facebook?
this is live. Oh, you're talking about somebody can't look for the link. Oh, they got to look for stuff on Salsa Entertainment page. The link's on there.
I thought this was Facebook Live.
It is Yesenia. My page, Stuck on Salsa Entertainment, is flowing live on that page.
So what's the link for people that want to watch? Because I supposedly they don't see anything.
I've been posting the link all day long, but tell them to look up Stuck on Salsa Entertainment. It's on that page live right now.
Okay, it's all done.
Okay.
So anyway, back to what I was saying. So that was 99, 2000. My God. In 2000, we won the WAPA competition in Canada. Right after we won Sábado Gigante, which was a nationwide competition. Again, it was all competitions in 2000. And then at the same time, then we started traveling heavy hard. And it was just like, it was like being ambushed because it was the explosion. Listen, so after I got up and we got ready to go to LA, our classes,
Uh-huh.
well, it was his classes in the beginning, but there was no explosion. This was when the explosion happened. Plus, we were going out 7 days a week. People were like, "What? Who are they?" Well, you know how it goes.
Right.
75, 80 people a class.
Right.
We had like 3 or 4 instructors on the floor at the time at a time. What?
Yeah. That was huge back then. And
Hell yeah,
so,
man.
where was your first? Where was your first country that you went? What Europe? What was your first European country that you attended?
Well, Italy was the first, and that was in '99. Before I even was Yesenia or whatever, the J Lo or whatever the hell. No, I had already traveled to Italy. When I came back from Italy, oh my god, it's just that my freaking career is so crazy because I didn't even have time to want it because everything was just like boom, boom. You want that here? God was like, "Shh, let's
Wow.
go." I got the
So
energy.
how did you get to meet all the musicians that you know?
The blessings on blessings on blessings. Well, I've always been close to musicians. My whole dancing thing is music. Music comes before dancing 100%. And the fact that of what I just finished going through in my life, that music was the main ingredient of the cure. The respect that I have for the musicians is the same respect that they have for me.
Okay.
You can't go wrong with that type of mix, you know?
Right.
And respect, bro. It just came down to respect. And yo, you know what's funny? That, I went to Ruben Blades' house when I went to Panama for
Uh-huh.
my MS treatment. I had
Right.
never danced for him. I didn't know him. He didn't know me, but he knew me. He kind of knew me by the strength of my name.
Right.
And I ended up going to his house in Panama. Come on, man. That's what dreams are made of. And it's crazy because, like I said, everything that's ever happened, I didn't even dream. Who dreams? Who dreams that? It's too big to dream, you know?
You're right. We're gonna hold on. I want we're gonna dive into the MS and everything. If you, I wanted to cover a little bit more of your career in dancing, and then we're gonna go into
Whatever
the
you want, you got the lead.
real. Oh my God. So, you know what I'm going to ask you about? I need you to tell the people about the cruise that Kelvin put together.
About what?
About the cruise that we went on with Spanish Harlem Orchestra.
All Star Salsa Cruise. Oh my God. That look at that. Even that. You can't even dream something like that. The whole event. Earl, you did a great, awesome, epic event.
Kelvin was responsible for that. He was the All Star Salsa Cruise director. I was just the hype man, but you know we worked together.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
magic. It was magic, man. I remember going to Fort Lauderdale and all the dancers on the plane, and then the freaking boats, and then we docked, and the Spanish Harlem, and I'm having coconuts on the beach. It was December 2nd. It was December 2nd. I remember. I don't know what year. Oh, 2004?
2007, I think. Yeah.
No, 2006. Six.
Okay.
Six.
Six,
Definitely. Yeah.
six. Uh-huh. And
Damn. Yeah, man. I remember.
David
I,
Melendez was with us, remember?
huh?
David Melendez was with us. He was doing the sound checks and everything with us. Yeah.
Oh man, legends, legends, and legends, man. It's
Mhm.
crazy how we had no clue. We had no clue that all that would end.
Exactly. Exactly.
No clue.
So, I can't remember. I know you've been out. Have you won the stuff on Salsa Award? Did you win the stuff on Salsa Award one year?
Winning. I don't know if it was a winning thing. I think you guys honored us. I don't. I did competitions, but I knew when I was in them. Um, yeah, that was 2005.
Seven. Your memory's off.
7.
Yeah. You're singing. You're so crazy. Tell us some stories about New York. the Copa and all some of the socials and the places they used to go to back in the day when salsa and mambo was crazy. I want to hear some of those stories.
Wow, you know what? Like that was such a different world back then. Like Side Street, which was in the Bronx, and Wild Palms, and yeah, the Copa. Hello, see that's how you dream. Okay, yeah, oh my God, I wonder one day, yeah, yeah, and it happened, and I couldn't believe it, and I didn't ask for it, and I didn't go looking for it. The owner of the Copa, she loved me, man. Glee. Oh, I hope she's doing well. She gave me a lot of work, man. And the dancing, just the dancing, it was just like, ¿cómo que se dice? The passion was so raw and so real that it was nothing but talent everywhere you looked. Even the bad ones were good. You know what I'm saying? That for real, because the talent, when you find it, it's not always there. But when you do find it and you see it and you recognize it, you break friggin' everything, man. And you dancing 7 days a week. You ain't working. You getting up at 6, 7 o'clock in the morning. You ain't eating good. And you're happy as you can be. And Wild Palms, another place is Nels. DJ.
Nels and Elvira.
Hey, get over here. Come here. Sorry. Yeah. Oh my God. Nels. The magic happened at Nels, man. The thing is that I was able to be involved or around certain environments that hooked me. Elvira, she knows. DJ Elvira knows. This is the baddest female salsa DJ in the world. I can't even say in New York. Because she was like, come on, and that was my girl, and we would go to her spot, and it was like our spot. You know what I mean? And the love, the dancing, and the thing is that it was new to everyone. So we were all like the fever hit us all at the same time. So imagine that. You know what I mean? What? And then we find out about DC and Canada and Connecticut. What? Philly, Boston. There was no friggin' stopping it.
Right, right. Okay. So you
And
you
we
let
took that, we took that flow everywhere we went. Everywhere we went. Everywhere we went. First place we need to hit is the liquor store in that city. And that's it.
let me ask you this, Yesenia. You've been
Yeah.
all over the world and you've been to several big congresses. Back in the day, before they had split up and everything, was is there any other Congress in the world that was better than the Puerto Rican Congress, Salsa Congress?
Um
Back in the day, when it was right, before they had
no,
split up
back
and
in the
everything.
day there was no comparison to anything. Anybody. I think that event organizers or promoters, they would dream to be what Puerto Rico was back then. Puerto Rico, that was, come on, man. It was now that, and that's another thing I didn't even ask for. I went to Puerto Rico in '99. I performed.
Hmm. Hmm.
You
I
know
remember
how
when it used to be at the El Caribe. Oh my God! Oh my God!
it was so much. Hey, get over here. No, is that this cat?
I know.
He
Mine is
op-
crazy too.
he
Yesenia,
opened the door, and I don't want him to go over there because I have the door to the yard open.
what
But
what was your favorite social in New York? Favorite social in New York?
Bernard's. Do you know Bernard's?
I didn't know about Bernard.
You didn't know about Bernard's. Bernard's and Jimmy Anton. They
No, I used to go to Jimmy's. I know
Yeah, Jimmy's is
you guys all used to
Fatima.
you guys used to go dance on the right side corner of Jimmy's. That's what your clique was.
Exactly.
But you know what, Yesenia? I'm jumping around too much. We need to get back to Puerto Rico because I think people really need to know how the Puerto Rican Salsa Congress actually was.
I'm sorry, how Puerto Rico what?
I think we need to go elaborate a little bit more on how huge and big the Puerto Rican Congress was.
Man, it was like, what's that show where they judge? not dancing, is something like Dancing with the Stars type of level in 99, 98. Come on, man. It was so advanced on the music and the musicians and the dancers and the fire and the passion and we're in the freaking Caribbean. It's Puerto Rico. There's no comparison. There was no comparison. There was no comparison. And the I gotta say, the one time I got nervous, one time, because I don't get nervous, was in Puerto Rico in 99. And you know how I ended up there? I won a dance contest. And they said
No.
the first place was the flight to Puerto Rico. So yeah, it's been a journey, but it's never been a struggle. Thank God. As far as my career, going back to the musicians, um, that's a big part of my career, the musicians, because they feed my soul. And I let them know that. The thing is that I'm humble. I'm humble, and I'm gr- I'm grateful to the people that give me that feeling. You know what I'm saying? And it's musicians.
I
And
mean,
I'll
yeah.
always say that.
One time, my man Sinajiani and I, we came up to your birthday party, and little Johnny and them and his boys are playing at your party, and I'm like, Lord have mercy, your singing's crazy. We had such a blast that night. It was crazy for
I
sure.
remember that night. Yeah, Pequeño Johnny. He is, come on, brilliance, man. It's just brilliance what I've like I've witnessed, you
The,
know?
the other day, you were talking on Instagram. You were talking about a time where there were two congresses at the same time in New York. What was
Yeah,
that?
man. Listen, it was a mess because the Copa, well, the New York Congress, which, if I'm not mistaken, was David Melendez, if I'm not sure, or Luis Segarra, I'm not sure. But I was working at the Copa. I worked there 3 nights a week. It was friggin' awesome, my goodness. So Glee decides she's gonna have a New York Congress, and she's gonna get Gran Combo, and she's gonna get Mark Anthony, and she's gonna get dancers from Canada and Italy and Puerto Rico and all this big, and I'm like one of the main dancers there. I'm like, because the New York Congress, hello, you know what I'm saying? I was like, oh my God, what am I gonna do? But I don't remember who it was in the New York Congress. I was like in the middle, like trying to somehow bring them together, because come on. And I think I was able, and if I'm not mistaken, Izzy was also kind of, there was a few people like trying to, unite them or whatever. But at the end of the day, these dancers performed over here and the other dancers performed over there. And can you imagine? God. And the thing is that the dancers that were with me at the Copa, international superstars. I mean, not saying that the people in the New York Congress weren't too, but it's just that we were in a close parameter, you know what I mean? And it's like we dancing for, listen, superstars after superstars in the Copa. My goodness. At the grand opening of the Copa, see what happened was Glee, the owner, Glee, the owner of the Copa, manager, whatever, she's the one that hooked me. So when everything, the explosion and everything was going on, and I was already there. My position was already there. And I could not believe it. The Fania All Star concert at the grand opening of the Copacabana. That was 2002 or three. It's around the same time. That's what I'm telling you so much. I don't really think about it because it's really a lot. I worked a lot, a lot, a lot, and I enjoyed it. But anyway, I did the grand opening of the red carpet. It was like, oh my God, Copa's opening up, whatever. I danced for Cheo Feliciano, Andy Montañez, Vania All Star. It was like, come on, man. I did it. Now I could say, like, I feel like, what am I gonna dream? What am I gonna dream? What is it for me to dream? Now, when it comes to salsa, my career,
Yeah.
pretty intense.
Top flight. Is there any guy? Is there any superstar? I doubt. Is there any guy that you always wanted to dance with, but you never got a chance to dance with?
Dance with?
To dance with.
No,
Socially or perform, or you pretty much dance with everybody you ever want to dance with.
yeah, whoever I want to dance with, I've danced with. And if I see you and I want to dance with you, I ain't one of those girls that are like, I hope he asks me to dance. And then I'll be like, you want to dance real quick? I've always done that, but yeah, I've always done that. Yeah,
Okay.
but no. As far as my career, I've accomplished more than I could ever even dream of.
Mhm, mhm.
And then you guys, damn. So you guys honored me in 2007.
Yeah. It was 2007. We had Mario B and some others. We had Gordon Neal. Everybody came. It was a crazy party, wasn't it?
I got no pictures. Why I got no pictures, no videos? What happened?
I don't know. You was running around being your senior,
What happened?
signing autographs.
Hold on. I'm over here fighting with this
Okay.
little guy.
Bring your cat in there. Anybody, what's going on? Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. So
yeah. 2007 we honored you, but
and I was honored in LA in 2005.
I remember that. I
Oh,
remember.
2004. I'm sorry. I don't know. One of those 2 years.
Yeah. So I saw you on performing the other day with Franklin. How did that come about?
Oh man, that's another thing. My goodness, because he is top notch, man. Franklin, he he's always been. How it came out? Okay, in 2002, Albert Torres took me to Hong Kong.
Wow.
You understand me?
I hear you, and I do understand you. Damn.
Lady styling. I went by myself to friggin' Hong Kong. While being out there, Albert, we all went out to dinner, the whole staff, all the instructors. It was a big event. And he's like, Yesenia, because I had a workshop at the LA Congress in May.
Mhm.
This was in March. Yesenia, I want you to do a routine with Franklin because he has a workshop. Come here, stop it, this cat. Franklin had a workshop as well. And he's like, yo, I really want to see you and Franklin put something together. And I was like, what? Of course. Shit. Damn, that was 2002, man. It's crazy. So
Wow.
then, me and Franklin, we ended up getting together and we ended up rehearsing at like gyms. 2 months. I went straight from Caribbean Soul to Franklin. Completely different style. Completely different style. But I'm a dancer. That's what people tend to forget. That's why I've danced with Juan Matos. You know what I mean? And Franklin Diaz and Frankie Martinez and my brother Ismael. And that's why I could do all that because I'm a natural dancer. I wasn't trained. I wasn't imitating.
Ooh. Okay. Well, hey, some people need to be inspired. You know what I'm saying? Somebody has to learn from somebody. You know.
Yeah. No, I know. And I respect that.
Yeah.
But that's not my story.
No, I feel you. You know, I tell people all the time. I know I'm nowhere near the best dancer, but you never go see anybody that dances like me. So you got.
Listen, we need you, Earl. Come on, you're that promoter that bust a move anywhere. I remember when we were on the beach in Cozumel, Mexico, drinking and videotaping, and everybody's in bikinis, and you just like you're so necessary, man. You're so necessary. The salsa team doesn't realize it yet. You know what I mean? But they have to realize, because we lost David Melendez. Rest in peace. His soul, his influence, his everything. Albert Torres, rest his soul. My God, those are huge losses to the salsa scenes. And Choco también. My God, diabetes, the health. You know, this world is just changing so much, but you got it, man. You still got it. It's not even that you got it. You still got it, man. And me and you,
They don't know. They don't know you're singing. They don't know how tight we are. Now I want to turn to Adara. Now I want you to tell the viewers about your illness. Let's get to it.
let's get to it. All right. Well, I was diagnosed in 2010, August 24th, August 10th. Um, Listen, for 3 years I was in and out of the hospital. From 2007 to 2010, I was in and out of the hospital like at least 4 or 5 times. The doctors didn't know what I didn't know what. For 3 years, nobody knew what was wrong with me. But you know what I knew? I couldn't write, I couldn't dance, I couldn't teach, I couldn't brush my hair, I couldn't even buckle my pants. And I'm going through this by myself because nobody could fucking tell me what the hell was the problem. 3 years later, I end up in the hospital again, and it's like, come on, man, seriously, it's been 3 years. And then they said that it was MS, multiple sclerosis. First thing I said to the doctors, because everybody was so distraught and so like, "Hi, I'm sorry." I was like, what? Oh, you have MS? Okay, so what I gotta do? Let's get to the point. I never stay stuck in the problem. What's the solution? What's next? Oh, yeah? You want to give me pills of different colors? You want to do all this and that? All that came at once, you know what I mean? And the sickness itself is very challenging because nobody knows what's next ever, even today. And I decided to go my own route. I do a lot of research, you know. I don't know if you know, listen, I do things myself. I taught myself a lot of things. Like, I was a paralegal for 9 years. I never even graduated high school. You know what I'm saying? I'm not one that's gonna lay down and just listen. If I would have done that, I would have. You don't even understand how I could have been right now. I did research and blah blah blah, and I don't know if you know, but I smoke cannabis. That's been the main treatment since all this started. Um, and then I found the stem cell treatment, which was in Panama. Everybody was against it. My doctors, my family, my friends. You're going to a third world country to do what? And I was like, yeah, don't worry. Keep your eye on me. Boom. And I went, and I got better. Not that I got cured, but I did. I got better enough that I could go move to Puerto Rico by myself and really continue the search that I knew there was no way. My life is not written for me like this. Anyway, when I got to Puerto Rico, because the cold was my enemy. The cold was my enemy. I thought I would never see winter or snow again, man. You know what that is? 10 years? So when I got to Puerto Rico, first things first, I have Medicare. Because like I said, I was a paralegal for 9 years. But before that, I was a administrative assistant. I was a receptionist. I was an eye doctor assistant. I've always friggin' worked. So, you know, when I got sick, my insurance kicked in. Thank God that I wasn't one of those dancers. You know, any dancers that were around me and stuff like that, I always pushed them to work regardless. Because you see, my career, I had a full-time job the entire time, you know. And so I went to Puerto Rico. All right, now it's time to look at the the doctors, physical therapy. I went straight to what I came to do, and I got it done, man. And yo, I was out there 5 years, maybe a little bit more, but that's how long it took me to find what I found. Because once I got this treatment and I got better overnight, over friggin' night, bro. Like, it's just like, what do you do? What? Yes, overnight, bro. I couldn't believe my freak. I still don't like. I can't believe I feel like this because for the last 10 years I didn't feel good. It's crazy. So I trusted this friggin' doctor. Because another thing is I don't trust doctors. I don't trust. Listen, come on. I'm not a guinea pig. I'm not gonna do this, that, and then. I don't even want to hear it. So doctors trying to make money off me is just not. It's not happening. But at the time, this was in 2019. No, it was 2018. This doctor, listen, long story made short, his best friend is Andy Montañez. The doctor that got me where I'm at right now. The doctor that got me dancing and teaching again is Andy Montañez's best friend. Listen, come on, man. Anyway, this doctor was recommended to me by 3 different people from 3 different completely places. And because I wasn't really, everybody has a doctor. You know how it is. Everybody, I got a doctor and a doctor. The third one came, the message came through Facebook for somebody I didn't even know. And recommended whatever. His mom lives out here in Texas. She flies to Puerto Rico every year to see this doctor. He's awesome, MS. I was like, let me see what's up because something gotta give. I ain't supposed to live my life like this. When I get there, my goodness, he took care of me instantly. He's like, get this girl on the treatment. He got the whole staff all worked up. I was like, oh shit, okay. I got an infusion. First day, I felt better. I was laying in my bed. I'm like, because I would go to the hospital and do the infusion and then go home for 5 days straight. The infusion was 8 hours or something like that. Yo, after the first day, I'm just looking at the ceiling and I'm like, I can't like get myself all crazy. Oh shit. Get all crazy about it. You know what I mean? I had to wait. And then I waited and I'm still getting better. Like, I need to write a book.
I thought you were writing a book. Damn.
I was, but no, because there's so much more still to come.
Well, you write it in chapters. I'm writing 2 books right now.
Are you?
I'm basically finished them. I've just been procrastinating. I have 2 books. I do.
I need to put my mind to that. We'll see. We'll see. But you know what? I was gonna tell you. Have you ever been to Israel?
Never.
Oh, Israel.
Never
You.
been.
I don't even know what's. I don't even know if this is ever gonna be a possibility again, man. But Israel. The women are so beautiful. Ask my brother. We were sitting there like, yo, because they're so exotic. They were flyer than a Puerto Rican or Dominican event because the girls were so like, it was just a different thing. You know what I mean? Israel. So we were just like, what? They will party you, nigga, to sleep day after day after day. I had to like, because they don't stop partying morning, noon, night, pool parties, drinking. They party. Israel. Shout out
Okay.
to Lior. Shout out to Lior.
Yeah. Yeah. So I guess what you're trying to tell me at one time you barely could move, and now you're back to moving and dancing and everything. So, like God intervened into your life and changed your whole life.
Yo, this is his plan. It ain't got nothing to do with me. Has nothing to do with me. I ended up in Puerto Rico. That's where I was born, and that's where I got better. And I danced the traditional music from there. Like, it's God. God's the one that said, well, maybe I chose it. I don't know. You know, I'm spiritual. Or if you don't know, now you know.
I know.
They say that you choose as a spirit to come down to the body. You know where your parents are gonna be. You know where your future's gonna be. You know what the struggles are gonna be, and you choose to come down here. And I believe it.
Okay.
I
Okay.
believe it because look, God, it's his plan 100%. And as long as I leave it in his hands, I'll just keep flying. And that's the way I'm feeling, like a week before this pandemic, I was teaching, I was having events, I was coming back to life. God gave me a chance to taste that before this shit went down.
Hmm. Yeah. Wow. Well, Yesenia, I want first of all, I want to thank you so much
You're
for
welcome.
sharing your stories with me. It was
You're
great speaking
welcome.
with you, and give me such street credit when they say, "Damn, you interviewed Yesenia Peralta,"
What?
and I'm gonna drop that name, and I said, "Man, Yesenia go way back, like I always do."
Well, you're not
But
lying. You're not lying.
I know, but you know what, Yesenia, they always think that I'm just name drop. They don't think I know nobody. They don't think I know Juan. They don't think I know you, Ismail. They say, Earl, you full of crap. But it was a pleasure.
I'm always here for you, Earl. You
You
know
know,
how many times I went down to DC. You know how we roll,
there
man.
you go. Thank you. It
There's
was a
nothing changed.
pleasure.
Nothing changed.
You're fabulous. We're going to get together soon. Hopefully, when this COVID is over, I'm going to come up. I'm going to dance with you and Nilda Borero, and we're going to
Linda. Yes.
Yesenia. It was a pleasure. It was a pleasure and an honor. Thank you so much, young lady. We'll talk real soon.
All
Thank
right,
you.
Earl. I'll speak to you soon. Thank
Okay.
you. Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Bye bye. Bye bye.
Bye.